Well, hello everybody, and welcome to week 5 here in the SNHU 107 Learning Community. I'm Melanie Shop, your SNHU 107 Learning Community gal, and I'm super excited to discuss week 5's assignments with you, plus just chat a little bit about some of the concepts we're going to cover here this week. First and foremost, your experience here at Southern New Hampshire University is important to us. It's our policy and practice to create an inclusive and accessible learning environment. If there are aspects of instruction or course design that present barriers to accessibility, please notify the Online Accessibility Center, the OAC, as soon as possible at 866-305-9430. You can also email them at oac@snhu.edu or visit the Online Accessibility Center website. As a reminder, the Online Accessibility Center team is here to help you as an SNHU student get the content in a way that works best for you and your learning style. If you have questions or want to know more, I encourage you to reach out to them for your success. Couple webinar reminders. As always, the SNHU 107 Learning Community and SNHU Connect are both academic learning spaces, so always be mindful of your conduct. And just a quick reminder that these webinars, they're not mandatory, there's no grades associated with them, and there's no extra credit points, but I sure hope that they've been helpful so far through the term and that you're learning tips and tricks for your success as you watch them. So first, y'all, we have got to celebrate week 5. I want you to take a minute and I want to give you to give yourself a high five. You are officially past the halfway point of the term, which is super exciting. These next few weeks are going to go rather quickly. So just know that now and plan your time for your success. But I just really want you to know how proud we are of you. And I will tell you that not every term is going to go perfect. Your term might be going super awesome right now, but the next one maybe could be a little bit on the struggle bus. Or maybe this term is on the struggle bus and next term is going to go awesome. The biggest thing I want you guys to know is that you are doing incredible. Keep showing up. If you've fallen behind or if you're struggling, this is the time to connect for your success. Reach out to your faculty, reach out to your advisor, see if you can turn any missed assignments in or see if you can get caught up. They can always say no, but I like to say the answer is always no unless we ask. So really advocate for your success and know that we're just proud of you. Keep showing up. You got this, and it's going to be an amazing next few weeks. So here in week 5, we are going to talk a whole lot about your personal motivation, what motivates you to be here and be a learner at SNHU, but also a little bit about vulnerability. And I know for many people, being vulnerable or asking for help or assistance does not come easy, right? So this week in your discussion, you are going to be talking about motivation and vulnerability. So I encourage you this week to really kind of be open and share your thoughts and engage with your classmates and just really work hard to understand that there is purpose and there is success found in being vulnerable. All right. The other thing you have this week is your week 5 activity assignment, which I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit. But I wanted to kind of take a moment and just remind you or help you remind yourself really of why you started this journey. Week 5, like I mentioned, is past the halfway point. So you are officially past the halfway point in your 8 weeks of classes here in the term. So you're sliding into that last half of your course. And sometimes we need a reminder of why we started all this, right? So I want you to think for a minute about why you started this journey to achieve your degree, right? I want you to think about it. Why did you start here? And as you are thinking about that, I want you to think about the assignments and the concepts that we have covered so far this term, right? You've learned a whole lot about people support, is what I like to call it. That is those SNHU resources, right? The departments and teams and people at the university, within the university. Plus, we've learned about those social supports, those people, places, organizations outside of the university that we can lean on for our success. So as you navigate this, don't forget your people support. And if you're still struggling of thinking who are my people support or who can I lean on, let's get that together and let's make a plan, right? The other thing I want to check in with you is, are you plugged in? Are you really maximizing your journey here at SNHU? Do you know what your grades are? Do you know how to check your grades? Are you checking your university SNHU email? Y'all, students tell me all the time, like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do this assignment like that. Or, oh gosh, I wish I would have known that tip about this assignment this week. And my response is typically, have you checked your email? Have you read the course announcements? Because that's where they are. So don't short yourself. Make sure you're checking your student email. Make sure you're reviewing your course announcements in any of the classes you're taking, because that is where faculty are going to communicate with you. They're going to share expertise. They're going to share some guidelines, ideas for your success. So make sure that you're really plugging in for your achievement and getting to, do well in your classes. Also, do you have advisors or faculty that are trying to reach you? Whether they're calling you or text messaging you or trying to set up appointments for your success, return them. Get it together for your achievement in earning this degree, right? You didn't start this just to start it. So make sure if you have these people reaching out that you're connecting with them, because it's only going to help you be successful in achieving your college degree. Okay. Week 4, right? We talked about that short-term action, right? Those short-term goals and action steps that we can take for our success. As you put those together, they're probably still being graded. Don't panic. Remember, your faculty have 7 days to grade them. But as you put those together, you had to think a little bit about I know I want to graduate with this degree because I want to do this with my life, right? And these short steps are going to help me get there. No matter if it was getting a certain letter grade in a class, maybe it's working with a certain SNHU resource or department. Maybe it was exploring some things outside of the university. They're going to help you with your career, with your goal. Maybe it's getting a time management plan together, whatever it is or whatever it was. Let's make sure we're really implementing our steps to make sure that those goals are achieved, right? And all of this together, using our people support, being plugged into our educational journey and connecting with others for our success, keeping ourselves consistent with our goals, those short-term ones are going to help us reach our long-term goals of graduation, right? Which is just committing yourself to your success. So here at the halfway point, I want you to remember why you started, the people that are here for you and your support and your success, but also remember it comes down to you connecting, you responding, and you just really remembering why you're here to push yourself to the finish line, okay? So in week 5, like I mentioned in the discussion, you're going to be talking about being vulnerable, right? What that means to you. You're going to talk to your classmates. You're going to share some things. It's really one of my favorite discussions that are here. Your week 5, module 5 activity assignment this week is a little bit of a scavenger hunt. It's kind of like what I like to think of it as. You are physically going to go to these different departments through the university website. So you guys, I hope you know that when you log into your Brightspace classes, at the very top, you'll see that online student services, right? If you click on that, it's going to bring you up all the departments and teams here at the university, right? So your job is to go to these different departments. So for example, you have written feedback. That is under the academic support team, okay? Written feedback is the tool that they use when they are giving you feedback on your writing assignments that you submit. So really written feedback is academic support, but making sure it's that written feedback section. Then you have the library, the SNHU library. Then you have SNHU career, and then you have one additional SNHU resource of your choosing. So what you're doing is you're going physically to these departments in the online space, and you are going to look through how you could use them and work with them to help you achieve those mission statements and goals that you wrote back in week 4. Okay. So that's what you're doing. Don't forget here's how I get there. And then this is the how or what I'm going to do to utilize them for my success. Okay. For each one of them. So remember, written feedback is academic support. Then you have the library, the career team, and then you have one additional SNHU resource. Remember, those are people, departments at the university that you can choose for your success. Okay. And then the second question is to include an example of a social support and summarize how they, working with them, will also assist you in achieving your personal mission statement and short-term goals. Remember, social supports, those are outside of the university. So friends, family, those loved ones, coworkers, different community organizations, things like that. Okay, that's it. That's it for week 5. It's really taking a look at the specific people support that you have inside and outside the classroom and how you can really utilize them, but also making sure you know how to find them. Okay, that is for week 5. But what I wanted to do is kind of shed a little bit of a spotlight on one of our SNHU departments. You know, you guys have heard us talk a lot about the different resources you have here at the university. We're going to get to know our SNHU academic support writing services even better next week, but I wanted to shed a little bit of light on our SNHU career team. I wanted to make sure that you guys understand that the SNHU Career Services team provides free career assistance to all students and alumni. Like, this is a lifetime thing that you have even well past graduation. But one of the biggest things is that students often don't understand that they can begin working with and networking and getting to know the career team right in their very first classes. So don't wait until you get closer to graduation. Start working with the career team now, because there's so many different ways that you can connect with them for your success. They have a wonderful program called Handshake, which is basically an SNHU online job board, which is jobs and internships. So you can always kind of peruse that and see what's out there for the career fields that you're interested in. They also have the career services website through My SNHU is full of resources that you can use online at your convenience. You know, things like resume writing, you know, how to put together a LinkedIn profile, interviewing skills. There's so much on that website. There's even assessments to kind of, if you're stuck on what you want to do still or what career path you want to take, there's great assessments for you to take for your success. But there's also different career fairs and events that are throughout the year. They post them. It's just a really great way to network with students in general, but also students that are maybe employed in your field, right? So I wanted to show you just really quick how you find them. When you log into your Brightspace or your MySNU, you'll see student services. You can click on the online student services. And when you do that, you will then click on student support, and then you'll find SNHU career. Just like I said, when you pulls up all the different departments, scroll down and you'll see SNHU career. Always click the blue. It gets you to where you want to go. When you get there and you open up their actual website pages, you'll see these career exploration tabs. You will see networking opportunities. I mean, there's even opportunities for you to chat with graduates that are employed in your field that have graduated here from SNHU. It's just a really great way to connect early and really understand what's out there for you. Whether you would know exactly what you want to do or you don't, this is just a great tool for your success. Plus, you'll find how to, communicate with them. You can set up appointments and meetings with them even now. Okay. So just know they have an amazing SNHU Career Center's website. You can always email them and call them. Plus, there is just so much available on that SNHU job board Handshake. You can log in, create a profile. You can search for events and activities and internships. It's just kind of a one-stop place for anything career-oriented that you might want to know, okay? Plus, there's an awesome video that you can watch if you want to kind of get to know one of our career advisors and a little bit more about their team. But the biggest thing I want to drive home is that this is the time to get to know them. Don't wait until you graduate. Really explore your field and all of its potential as you're working through your college journey, okay? So to wrap up week 5, pretty easy here this week. Just wanted to kind of talk you guys through the assignments you have in the discussion board and the activity assignment. And then I also just wanted to remind you why you're here. And no matter how your journey is going, know that you are so worth this journey and you are so worth getting your degree. And we are just so excited to have you as part of this SNHU family. So please connect with us for your success. Dig in deep and really advocate for yourself. Explore all the resources and people support that you have to help you achieve your degree. And just remember, at the end of the day, you completely got this. And we're so excited.